All right, everybody. My name is Matt Dunlap, and today I will be presenting the course project final for MIS 605. So, without further ado, let's just jump into it. Start off with the general business plan for the course project that we've been assigned here. So the business is going to be a bike sharing operation in a mid-sized metropolitan city. We're thinking something the size of maybe even like a Kansas City, Nashville, maybe Atlanta. That might be a little bit on the larger end than what we're thinking. So like somewhere smaller than like a New York or LA or Dallas, Chicago, smaller market than that. We're mostly going to be targeting individuals who are going to be living in densely populated metropolitan areas that would opt to commute to work using our bike sharing operation as opposed to public transportation, their own personal transportation. Basically, we want to just offer a reasonably priced alternative to one of those using the bike sharing. So the price structure that we have set up that was given to us from the project instructions. So we're going to offering annual passes that are $70 a year or day passes that are $5 per day. So our price structure is going to be every ride under 30 minutes is going to be free. Users charged for $1 for a ride between 30 minutes and an hour, $3 for rides between an hour and 2 hours, and $7 for any ride over 2 hours, and then a $50 fine if the user does not return the bicycle to one of our designated docking stations within 10 hours of renting it, basically deeming the bike is stolen. So we're going to develop an app that customers can use so they can either find a docking station near them or and see available bikes at the docking stations. And so that app will also communicate with a GPS system. So that GPS system will be used to track the bikes. The bike tracking will not only protect our inventory by telling us where the bikes are if they are stolen, or it'll also be used to charge the customers for how long they've had the bikes. So we will use a back-end ERP database system to maintain our customer master data that includes full names, email addresses, billing information, addresses, etc. So the rationale behind that is we need a database to keep track of all of this data. We're going to have a lot of customer data, obviously, and a lot of not only just customer data, sensitive information, full names, email addresses, this is stuff that they don't want anybody to get a hold of, especially somebody who might have the wrong intentions. So in order to protect that information, we'll have many firewalls in place to protect that customer data, as long as we're going to have data encryption as well as strong password requirements, such as like requiring at least one capital letter, one special character, one lowercase letter, and at least 10 characters long. So our main goal of this operation is going to be to make sure that customer data is secure. So that's why we're going to be using up-to-date firewalls and antivirus and stuff like that. So as far as the hardware and software goes that we're going to be looking at, we're going to be using PCs for our main company involvement. So that means we're going to be using PCs with a Windows operating system. So we're also going to be using cable internet connections as opposed to fiber. Main reason behind that is we want to save a little bit of money. To get fiber installed, it's very expensive, and we think that using cable internet connections are going to be just fine for this operation. Like I said, we're not going to be the biggest and the baddest in the industry. We're not going to be targeting New York City or LA. So hopefully that cable internet connection will be suffice for us to maintain our ERP systems and APIs and everything that we need to do. So we'll also be using, as far as the on the software side goes, we're going to be using not only Microsoft Suite involving Excel, Word, and PowerPoint, but we'll also be using Oracle to maintain our customer master data. So yeah, beyond that, we're just our main business plan for the go to market for this is going to be, like I said, targeting those metropolitan areas. We're going to be using Python so for the programming side of it, we're going to be using JSON API calls to communicate from the server to our users at both the docking stations and our app that we're going to develop. We're going to make sure that we have state-of-the-art efficient code. So we don't want, because we're going to be using the cable internet connections, we want to have fast code. We want to have lightweight syntax. We don't want to waste any line space, any processing power, any bandwidth. We don't want to waste any of that, because like I said, we're going to be cutting a little bit of cost with the choice to go cable instead of fiber. So that's going to be our main focus when it comes to the coding, is making sure everything stays lightweight, syntax is efficient, and exactly what we need it to be. There's not going to be any fluff. There's not going to be any extra. There's going to be, make sure we have lightweight syntax that's going to be used throughout our database and infrastructure. So yeah, that's really all I have. We're gonna go to market, and we're gonna mostly use like a guerrilla marketing tactic that is going to focus on customers having a good experience with not only our apps, but also our docking stations. And like I said, big part of this is going to be information security. So we're going to make sure that our databases are secured, and so that hackers or people that want to do bad things with our customers' data, they don't get any access to that, because there's no worse publicity than our ERP getting hacked, and thousands of customers' sensitive billing information or personal information getting leaked into the wrong hands. So yeah, I think that's about all I got. Hopefully this was a good summary, and I hope I gave my rationale for all of the decisions that we're going to be making going forward. And yeah, it's been a good semester. Thanks.